Hi there, Eve here from Vitamin Eve Nutritional Counseling. And I want to make an announcement that this April 7th, I'm going to be doing a special complimentary, totally free workshop called Conquer Eating While Quarantining. And I really hope you could join us. Again, that's April 7th. At 10 a.m. Pacific time, and there'll be a link below so you could sign up. It's totally free. It's my gift. It's going to be a Zoom call, interactive, and I hope to see you there. But today, the reason why I'm making this message is to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world and what might be happening with food. Because right now we're in unprecedented times. We've never been through a pandemic globally like this before. And so for a lot of people, they're fearing their mortality for the first time. Their work might be disrupted. Maybe they're working more than ever, or maybe their working has shifted, or maybe you're not working at all. I know some people out there are also really scared about the uncertainty of their future. And for a lot of us, this could show up in food and eating. So people who never struggled with food before might be dealing with compulsive eating. Those of us who have struggled with food could be quite a challenge right now. There might be some hoarding going on, emotional eating. And so today what I want to talk about is why right now actually might be a good time to address what's happening with your food and eating. So hi, my name is Eve, and I love helping people make peace with food in any situation, no matter what is happening in their lives. And I think what's happening in our world and addressing food is very relevant right now. Because I feel like, at this time, we kind of have two choices. One choice is to not do anything at all. And if that's you, I wish you so much love and grace, just hunkering down and, just waiting this thing out. I feel like that's an option. And I feel like the second option is to actually stand up and rise to the occasion and do whatever you can to be the person that you want to be, whatever that means to you. And I know for a lot of people out there, that means coming back into alignment, healing this relationship with food. And so right now actually might be a really good time to do that because, well, first of all, what else are you doing? A lot of us are home. Our schedules are a lot more flexible now. So because you don't have to run to the next meeting, maybe you could take time to finally address what is happening with food. And I know around the world, many of us are asked to stay home. We're asked to stay inside. And I feel like it's almost a global opportunity for us to go within and to connect with our inner selves. And I know for some of us, that has to do with food, healing that relationship with food, becoming and living in alignment with that person that we're meant to be. And for others of us, it has nothing to do with food at all. It's just this real sweet opportunity to go within and to really attune with that inner self. Also, I feel like these triggers that are present for so many of us now, it's time that we deal with those. These triggers need to be dealt with sooner or later. I mean, learning to have food at the house and being at peace with that needs to be dealt with. Learning how to feel the scope of your feelings without using food, that needs to be addressed. Learning how to distinguish between physical hunger and emotional hunger is also a very important skill, not to mention learning how to stop eating when you're comfortably satisfied. And right now, these triggers are up for so many people, and I feel like it's a great time to finally address what's happening with food. Also, the longer you wait, the more you put off this struggle with food, the harder it becomes. And there are real reasons for that. The reason why it becomes harder the longer you struggle is those habit patterns just become even more entrenched. They become more, more habit-y, harder to break. So the sooner you address this, the better. And also, the longer you wait, the more judgment might be present when you finally do address your eating. And dealing with the judgment is a whole nother variable that causes a certain type of eating of its own. And furthermore, why struggle longer when you could finally address what's happening with food and move on with your life? Because I feel like right now the world needs you. The world needs you to show up and to be your shiny self. And I know for some people it could feel very selfish to address the things that they're dealing with, but the truth is nothing is more selfless than showing up as the greatest you. Whether you're, staying at home with your family and you just want to be a more pleasant version of you, or if you're showing up to a place to be at work, the world needs you to be there, to be present, to not be distracted by calories or portions or points that you've eaten. The world needs you, all of you. It always has and it always will. So I feel like right now, again, is a great time to address what's happening with food. And that's why I am very inspired. I'm very excited to share the call on April 7th. It's called Conquer Your Eating While Quarantining. There's a link below for you to sign up. I'd love to see you there. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific time. I also included a time converter so you can figure out what time that means in your time zone. It will be live. It'll be a Zoom call. It'll be with me and whoever else is interested in joining. It'll be interactive, so you could actually do exercises on your own and actually interact with other people. But most importantly, I'm creating this call so you could leave with very personalized action steps that you could use in your life to help you address what's happening with food. Again, that's going to be on April 7 at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and it's called Conquer Your Eating While Quarantining, and I really hope you join us. Thank you so much for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye.